Hi guys, welcome to this upload here on Pacemaker Diaries. You know what to do by now if you are new. If you don't, there's a button called subscribe. Hit that and the bell icon so you'll be notified any time when I do any videos right here on this very channel. Now, big shout out to everyone of you guys that has actually hit that play button. I can't thank you enough for you guys supporting me on my wrestling channel as well. That's at the moment, as I'm recording this, 999 subscribers. One away from 1,000. Wow. Mind blown, let alone wow. Thank you ever so much for supporting me on this channel. Now, on this very chilly day here in the United Kingdom, I've actually got some updates for you. First and foremost, I didn't buy that many Blu-rays this past month. Boo, I know, for you guys that are die-hard people that are collecting movies. You've got to understand this, other than obviously being paid monthly, etc. I thought, you know what, I'll get all my signatures out of the way for Love of Wrestling 2 that's happening in April 2020. Look them up on Facebook as well as obviously the internet, and then start purchasing your autographs, photo shoots, and everything. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, guys, but I just want to say this now. That was the best experience going to a convention this past April. That's why I've already booked my hotel. As you already know, obviously, I'm explaining to new people as well. I've booked my entrance for the weekend. I've booked all my photo shoots not that long ago on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday, I'm getting all my autographs. So I've spent a ton of money on that just to get it out of the way. I know we're in only October, but you got to understand when you get paid monthly, you got to do what you got to do. And this vlog, I'm hoping, is going to be bigger and better than what I did earlier on this year. Fair enough, I met The Undertaker. That's, if you want to see that, it's on Daily Motion on @GavIKnots or my wrestling channel here on YouTube, so @GavIKnots as well. So you got two platforms to watch it on. But I'm not going to be building an intro because, quite honestly, it took me forever to do that. And with the guests that have been announced and going to possibly be announced that I'm meeting, it would take me a lot longer than it did for the original one on the first one. So I hope you can understand that. So that's pretty much my update towards non-Blu-ray collecting, and that's why I've only got pretty much 6 titles on 3 discs. Now, the first one that I'm going to be showing to you guys is one of my favourite franchises of the 80s going into the 90s. I think it went into the 90s. And yet, I've not seen the fourth one in the franchise. It's a highly underrated franchise. And if you want a bit of nostalgia, because the 80s were dominated by, I would say the 80s and 90s was dominated by Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dolph Lundgren in a way, Sylvester Stallone, James Belushi, all those, just name but a plethora of actors, people, but one that didn't stand out, and I'm really surprised at this, that when I picked this up, the set for £9.50 off a eBay seller. This set is going for brand spanking new for about £15 as it is on eBay. I was surprised it was on a Region 2 release, sorry, Region B release. I'm thinking of DVDs, I don't know why. Sorry, my bad. But I was surprised this was on a Region B release. I'm looking forward to watching this once again, because it's one of my, like I've said, it's one of my favourite franchises, and obviously back then you didn't have that many martial art generated movies other than obviously like Van Damme, Steven Seagal, etc. dominating it, and I feel like this was washed under the table completely, and quite honestly I'm great to have this in my collection. It's worth picking up. It's the best of the best, all 4 movies. And don't get me wrong, I thought when I got this was an absolute bargain. I still think it's a fucking bargain for the price, what I paid for it, and it was second hand, which I can't complain. The discs are immaculate. The only problem is the way they've done the discs. You got 1 and 2 on one disc and 3 and 4 on the other. That was the downfall of this set, but I'm not judging it by just that. There's no extras whatsoever. Obviously, we did get some disc art, which is fantastic. It sort of mimics what the cover is. The back, I'm not being funny, but they could have done a lot better than the covers. I'd love the original, what was it, the VHS release. I had this in my collection when I was collecting VHSs back in the day, before I got rid of them. It would have been nice to have like all 4 films like the way they did have the VHS, and to have that like in like a, you know, when you used to get those multi DVDs that I think it was Hollywood Videos or something, when they were doing DVDs, it would have been nice to have something like that, or something more nostalgia, eye catching. Because that's why I thought this set was overlooked, unless you look up the title itself, you know. But I'm slowly getting martial art films that I did like. Don't get me wrong, I do like the Jackie Chan movies, but a lot of them too expensive at the moment. Too expensive. Let alone I do like my Jet Li, I do like my Bruce Lee from the 1970s era. I do, but I would prefer a lot of them having the English dub than obviously hearing the Cantonese or Chinese voices, you know, because I don't fancy sitting around watching a movie with subtitles. I'm not one of those people. So this is another bargain. You know, when I always look for normally titles £5 or below, you know when you get a bargain. And I took a whim on this. I bidded on this. I won this, and it came with its cover slip, and it's still in the top 20 titles. Guys, last time I checked, it's still in the top 20 titles. It's won 7 BAFTA awards. It's a freaking fantastic movie. It comes with its digital download. So at some point, I did promise you earlier on in the year, I'll look through all my collection for all the digital download codes, and I'll give them away as soon as possible, guys, because I've got so many titles to go through, and let alone a lot of them are still sealed. So there may be digital downloads for your criteria that you may like. But the reason why I'm baffled about this, take a whim on, here's someone that's been buying on eBay for numerous of years in the past. If it comes to films and they are using the movie poster, take a whim on it. Because I was surprised I actually won this for £4.50. You know, because I bidded on a whim. You know, take that risk. You know, it may come as a bootleg, like some people I've seen on Big Baller's page, etc. like that. Granted, it sucks when that happens. But when it's a Blu-ray, I don't think they can afford to do bootleg Blu-rays of certain films, because then they won't make any gain in any profit, because obviously I know how much discs are, etc. when I'm working through a lot of custom sets for my own benefit, not for sale. But anyway, all I'm saying is this, guys. Hands down, this blew me away when this came in the post. I opened it up. I freaked out that much. I was shaking. Because I thought, you know what? Being second hand, it's a massive risk. And it paid off. A Star is Born for £4.50. Yet again, eye for a bargain. Still factory sealed. The only thing that's been removed is the security tag that was there, you know. But I still can't believe it. As far as I can remember, that's like 12 quid in HMV last time I went in there. And by fluke, I won the film, and they posted it out to me. Came the next day, factory sealed. Look, came today. Just blew my mind. Both of these came today. Not from the same seller, but separate sellers. But it just was crazy. Absolutely crazy to have this into my collection now. Let alone to, you know, to get another factory sealed in the top 20 title as of this recording. It's just mind-blowing when that happens. I was not expecting it to be factory sealed. Like I got Rampage, I got a few months ago, I got Jumanji, and that was already open. That was second hand, but it was listed as second hand. Someone made a serious mistake there, saying this was pre-owned or used or whatever tagline it is, but it was factory sealed. It blows my bloody mind when I get stuff like this, you know, as a collector. But that's my updates today. So if you do want any bargains, have a look on eBay, because you never know what's going to come across. I was surprised I actually bloody won it, you know, because the person who listed this used the movie poster, not as a photo of the Blu-ray itself. If I've got a feeling if they'd shown the picture of the Blu-ray itself, it wouldn't have sold so cheap, you know, because the amount of times I've been outbid on that. The most I've seen that go up for is about £9, maybe £10, pushing it £11. And that's even now, and I was just blown away to have this into my collection. But anyway, guys, that's my collection update today. I hope you enjoy whatever you're up to today. Until next time, guys, remember, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're being in and updated when I do any collection updates for you guys here on this channel. Thanks, guys, for watching.